Okay, hold on, guys. Alrighty. Okay, I am in for the water signs this week. I had a little chat with the energies, and they are telling me to bring in the masculine and feminine energies. And we'll kind of infuse it into the reading, but it's going to be all love, sex, and romance this week. So quite intensive, I'm hoping to get. So we'll see where this takes us, okay? Get my rack. Okay, give me a moment. Organize things here. Something's wrong. Hey Shady. Thanks for coming in. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I gotta rearrange stuff here. Okay, so love, sex, and romance intensive. This can get into the 18 plus here with some of the cards that I have, some of the content that can come in. So beware of that. Going hard or going home. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, hey. Alrighty. Kind of figured it might have been, but I wasn't sure. So I just be on the safe side. Alrighty. So no books. They said all instinctive today. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get what I'm fed. So the first card we're going to go with is the feminine aspect. If I'm organized enough, I'll review it in the end here. We'll see how long they go. If they go pretty long, I'll just skip over it. But I'll start with the feminine aspect and the masculine aspect, and then we're just going to go into the readings. I used to do a lot of feminine and masculine. I split into 24 signs instead of and it was very intensive. So they want me to bring back some of that energy without having to do the two readings for the masculine and feminine to kind of gauge that, because there is a lot of masculine energy being absorbed here, I think is what it is, or different sides or different going different ways. So you could be a Pisces, but you could be doing things on the masculine side a little different than the feminine. They want to highlight this week. So the first card for the Pisces for the masculine side, here we go. Individuation. Okay. So, glare-orama. We'll just cover up my face. Where was it? There it was. So this is about individuation. So this is about the individual self and taking that into account and moving forward. I feel like the feminines may be doing this. They may be thinking about themselves. No matter if they're in or out of a relationship, they are dealing with their own self, self-healing. This kind of thing is what my hope is, their hope is. So it's really about the self for the feminine. Now the masculine card, we have action. Okay. There we go. To turn it the other way. They are in action mode. The feminine may be going inside to figure things out, and the masculine may be going and taking action in order to get through some, I don't know if they're going through blockages or this is how they're conquering. They're just taking action where they need to. Now, I brought a chakra card out to kind of bridge the distance. Again, every card they pick, like meaning every card that I use, they pick for this. So keep that in mind. So the gap here between the two, we have the Magician, which is interesting. Give me a minute here as the Magician is all the tools that you need to start your journey. You're given everything that you need, your emotions, your finances, your sword to fight, and your wand of power. And this is what you're going to go forward in. And I feel like for the feminines, they're doing this in their own right, keeping their own self in mind, being selfish, but not in a bad way. And for the men, they're taking their action and going forward in a physical kind of way, maybe in work, these kinds of things that make them feel powerful. Okay. So both starting on a journey forward, the feminine's more internal and the masculine's more external. So I see highly why they wanted me to separate the energies. So keep that in mind through the reading. It'll help you. Alrighty. So as we move into the romance side here, We ain't hitting no other side. It's all romance. First card, 10 of Canes for the Pisces. Yeah, give me a minute here. I'm going to adjust things. My glass is stuck and everything. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, the 10 of Wands is about putting your best foot forward. This man is trying to impress this woman, so he is dressed nice and putting his, his speech into, how would you say, ladylike speech, that kind of thing. Like he's trying to get forward to someone here with the best of intentions. This is maybe where the Pisces is sitting or in reception of. We may have someone coming forward to us in this kind of energy of putting I want to say a false front on, but beware. There might be some people approaching us in false fronts. Next card is the 6 of Canes, which is Wands. Okay, this is about movement, going forward or leaving a situation. This woman has got her caged bird. She's moving forward, leaving a situation there. Okay, next card, 10 of Pentacles, which is interesting because in this deck, this man is of great advantage. He's taking advantage of the maid, and she doesn't seem to mind because he's got money and wealth and power. So she's just kind of taking things as it comes here. So we may have someone who is very impressive in some kind of way coming toward us, or we are leaving a situation like this. 2 10s are usually an ending to a scenario. Give me a moment. Yeah, there might have been some people who had someone of privilege or power influence over them, as an influence over them. They're now moving away from this person or thing or situation. Something that we may have seen someone put on a false front. I keep wanting to say false front, but that is not what this card holds. But that's what they're feeding me, is this false. Somebody put a false front, so we're leaving in order to seek out new things. Now, on the 10 here of Wands, again, putting that best foot forward. But it's good if it's the right foot and it's truth, but it may have been an illusion. On top of that, we get the 5 of Cups. Yeah, this is where the disappointment laid. 5 of Cups here, she's the images are so small. She's got 3 cups in the drink, but she's got 2 cups here. She's gonna forget about the 3 cups in the drink, and she's gonna focus on the 2 cups that are full and pay attention to that and move forward. Take what she learned here and move forward. Because I feel like somebody was trying to impress us highly, but we may have gotten quite disappointed over that. Okay. Now on the leaving, what do we get there? To indolence, 8 of Cups. Well, what do you know? I mean, leaving over leaving, basically. Turning our back on a scenario here. If we didn't get it lightly here, we sure got it here. There's a lot of work and effort. We may not have only, okay, just a minute. Yeah, they're going, we put a lot of work in here, but we've only got a little bit to take with us. There's some processing we may have to do through this relationship or this situation here. But nonetheless, we're leaving to find better things. It's something here just did not suit us. So we're packing up our bags and moving forward. Now, on the 10 of Pentacles, there's something here about influence and money and endings, no less. The Ace of Cups. Sorry, that's not the 10 of Cups. That's the 10 of Coins. 10 of Coins should be in the normal tarot about happy home life. But here it's a little shady because this one here is kind of taking advantage. She's going, oh, but it's okay because he's got a lot of money. So we may have had, I think we may have had our hopes set up on a relationship here where something here wasn't quite right. Ace of Cups. And we left because it didn't suit us. See, what I'm getting from this Ace of Cups is all of that faith and hope in that direction. Man, this is really off there. My thing way off here. We had a lot of hope for love in this direction, but there just wasn't any coming to us. We were giving, but nothing coming back is the sense I'm getting, because of all these strings here. It's like we're full of love, but I don't feel an essence of making. They're trying to impress us, but not in the ways that we needed or wanted, is really what I'm getting. And it was very disappointing that that wasn't there, because it was almost like they were trying to pretend it was there, but it never showed up for us, this kind of thing. So there was things going on there that's not quite right. Okay, next line. On top of the disappointment, what do we get? The Fool. Yeah. So we got disappointed, and what happened there, we're going to take off in a new direction. Kind of no sweat off our back. We'll just keep moving forward and hoping for new things. On the indolence and the leaving, we have the Eight of Swords. We might be a little stressed out about the decision that we made. There's things here we feel we didn't get enough information, didn't have enough information, but we had enough to make the decision we needed to make to move forward. Sense here is this person might have made us feel caged in some kind of way, feel locked down, even though that is not the way that it is. But there's something here we just felt like we couldn't be, or whatever. Hey, Tina, thanks for coming in. Something here didn't work out. Okay. And we may have a belief system that prevented us from going forward, or they have a belief system that prevented them from coming to us in the right, proper way. But whatever, it didn't work out here. It's not in the right vein. So on the Ace of Cups, which I feel the Pisces is really moving into a place where they are working with, they're just working with the energy of themselves at this point, trying to heal from this partly, and trying to just move forward and work within their own heart to see what they can do in the future. The next card is the Chariot. Give me a moment here. Man, you just can't get them all in without glaring. Chariot is about movement and motion, and I guess we made a swift move here. Taking action to move the heck out of Dodge really is the sense I get. Now here we have one laying down and one ready to go forward. So about this decision, but nonetheless it was boxing us in, or making us feel restricted in some way. I get restriction from that highly. So we want to be free and clean, and so we wanted to go in a new direction here. It's really what I'm getting. So as we move deeper into the 18 plus cards, on top of the Fool, the energy going forward, we have the Lovers card. Now, again, that can be about choices within love. And in this scenario, with all these cards, I feel that was the decision that was made. We made a choice here to go in a direction with or without a lover. Most of the energy is going away from the lover. It's just not sustaining us in some kind of way, not giving us what we need. So on the Eight of Swords, what do we get there? About feeling restricted. Wow, we get the King of Cups. This is interesting because we're leaving because we felt, let me dip in there. King of Cups is about emotional tenderness, caring, kindness, compassion. He really does have all the tools to make a person happy. So we're dealing with this as a block to why we stayed. Does not make sense. Now just give me a minute. Because basically it's saying, if I were just to read it in tarot language, it would be, we felt boxed in because we were loved and cared for. So I don't know how that makes sense, but next card. On top of the Chariot, as we move forward, there's a conflict there as to what is going on, what direction we want to take. I feel it's from the Pisces end. They do not know what they made a huge, how do you say, they took a direction, they took a stand, they left something. But after the fact, they may be feeling conflicted. Okay, this is that card. That Magician is here again. We have all the tools to make the decision. So anything that we feel that we don't have, they're going, that's an illusion. If we feel like we didn't see, because I was getting that from here, like there's things we didn't see, they're going, no, that's an illusion. We saw everything. It was all there in front of us. We made the decision, and we just have to bear down with that now. It may be a sense here that we could have some codependency issues being conflictive, but nonetheless, we're going to move forward. We got some, what are they called? Wisdom cards we're going to dip into here and see in between. Okay, on the Lovers, again, a choice was made here to leave. We have chaos. Now, this may have been the reason why, or are we in creation of this? Now, it's moving forward on the King of Cups. We have cycles. Okay. Yeah, there's something here. This feeling of not knowing or not seeing or whatever is a cycle that seems to happen in relationships with the Pisces, what I'm getting. Next card on top of the Magician. Again, the universe going, we have all the tools we need, and we were not blocked from anything here. We have deceit. I feel like this is on the Pisces end. Just give me a minute. What they're telling me here is that there's a cycle of creating chaos coming along here, and there's some kind of deceit that we had to deal with. Yeah, because the deceit, nobody's going to outright. Just give me a minute. Yeah, there's a cycle of repetitive actions here. The reason we leave, this cycle is repetitive. We've had this cycle in the past. Whatever happened here that we left, this is a recurring thing. Okay, they want me to just highlight that. Okay, I'm going to leave these cards up, but I'm going to lose the rest because I won't have room. So just give me a minute here. They want me to leave these up here, which was chaos. Cycles and deceit to amplify here. We're going to amplify these things. Okay. Again, 18 plus. On top of the chaos, we get the Tower. Okay. No, these are backwards. Sorry. Okay. On top of the chaos, we get the Tower card. Now, this is about things that can be unexpected. Now, this is a sexual deck, so we're talking about things here. The Tower is a symbol of passion. Just give me a minute here. Basically erect, right? Okay, give me a minute. We may have some intimacy issues here because this is a phallic symbol. Okay, I'm just getting right to the raw here. And we may be creating chaos within relationships because of the sexual intimacy at some point here. This may have been what exactly it came down to, though we don't realize it's a pattern that we're not seeing. They're going, the seeing is from the Pisces perspective. They're not seeing that this keeps looping. Okay, next, cycles, right? What's the cycle? 5, guilt during sex. This man has had sex with a nun. Now, the nun, he's wrapping her up because he feels guilty. He knew he should not have indulged in this. She, on the other hand, well, I don't know what she's feeling, but there's guilt attached to this card. Give me a minute. We're feeling guilt about sexual intimacies here. And this is the loop. We feel it, we resonate with it, and then we kick them out. Okay, that's the cycle. Now, on top of the deceit, 1021 is the end of the cycle. Now, it's about endings. Writing in the book, putting end, and then putting it on the shelf and in the library, and that's it. We're done. I feel like the Pisces has done this with a partner. We've wrote in the book. We may have done something here that either we're guilty of or the partner's guilty of. We may not have discussed it. may not even recognize it, frankly. But it has to do with the passions they have toward us. Now, give me moments. Not wanting to deal with it. They're going, oh, we're putting an ending, but we're not we're not dealing with any of this. We're just closing the book, putting it on the shelf, and that's it. Pick another book. And they're going, the next book is going to be the same book. We're going to end it the same way. It's going to do this until we realize what's going on here. So the erection, okay, just give me, because they have a lot of energy here, but the chaos erupts when we get into the bedroom. Things go awry when we get in the bedroom. Are we getting into areas with a partner sexually too quickly? Is this throwing us off? Could be. This one here, do we get intimate with a partner and feel guilty because we didn't stand our line there, but we keep going forward, and then we feel so guilty as we move forward that we can't deal with that? Could be. And the deceit, I feel, is the deceit of self to deal with it. Meaning, I feel like the Pisces is not dealing with this issue of sex. So they're going, it's not me, it's them. And get out. Okay. This is definitely an intimacy issue here. Having to do with sex with a partner, either having it too quick or not laying enough boundaries, and guilt over all of this, and then it blowing a relationship to bits, but we not understanding why, because we're deceiving ourselves and don't want to admit that there may be a reason wrapped up in sex here. Okay, so on top of the tower, what do we get for the next card? Ace of Cauldron. There we go again. Look at this. Okay, give me a moment. Because this was, the energy backing was chaos. Okay, this is where it all starts turning to shit. Ace of Cups. We have a lot of love here. We want to give to a partner. And the bird, that's like the partner coming in and dive into the deep blue sea of this Pisces, trying to get in here. They're showing me the duck go in and then like grabbing on and climbing out. Something happens when we dip in to the love center. It flips everything around. We can reel them in. Can't deal with the intimacies here. Now on the 5, again, this is about guilt. So somewhere here, this is highlighted, this very guilty feeling revolving around sex that needs to be dealt with here. What are they suggesting? 7, yeah, defensive behavior. So, okay. This is the cycle, has to do with our stance against intimacy coming at us. Now give us a minute here. So this would be people wanting in intimately, okay? They're going, nope. But the sense they're giving me is that we don't stand up for that. We let them come in too far before we get mad and angry that we never put a boundary down. And then we kick them. Then we're so mad with ourselves that we take it out on them and kick them out because we didn't say, you know, let's just take our time, whatever, this kind of thing. They're also giving me a sense here. This is kind of like instinct. There is instinct driving, but overwhelmingly, how do you say? Like the translation is lost. They're going, what we're asking instinctively is for you to put up a boundary. If you do not want to have sex or don't want to be looked at like an object, we need to put that boundary down first off. We need to make the partner aware of that first off and not let them keep treading over our boundaries until we blow, right? Till we blow, and then it becomes an enemy, right? This is the problem here. Now, on closing the book on the whole thing, what do we get? The Moon. Well, that's interesting because they're saying, well, we've got all the facts. We know all the facts we need to make the decisions. We had all the facts. Now, the Moon is about illusions, but the illusions are on you closing the book on this thing. Why? Because we're lying to ourselves about what it was and how it went through here. There's an overly defensive stand that we're taking because we've put a boundary down way too late. And we're mad at ourselves and taking it out on the partner because we weren't self-aware. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Infinity cards, blow this shit up. Okay, Ace. Ace of the Cups. There it is. There's the deviation. Something deviated from the natural path here. And this can be in a myriad of ways I'm not going to get into. But nonetheless, just give me a minute, right? We're going down roads here in the Passion Center. There's some shocking things come. We went off on a track here. We didn't want to go on. We didn't. Yeah, they're going, we can't say we were forced because we went there willingly. So that is incorrect. But the problem lies is that after we did not discuss our feelings with the partner, we're turned off and suddenly we're turning it around and going, yeah, that's not right. But the thing is, you should have discussed that with the partner. We didn't discuss that with the partner, or something happened in that kind of way, created an illusion for the Pisces, okay? Now, on top of the defensive behavior, we have affection. Now, this was the cycles was behind here. And also, yeah, the guilt, right? So we're defensive because we got guilt here. So we're extra mad and resentful. We might be back and forth with things because have a sweet day is like affectionate, like sucking up to somebody. Were we sucking up to someone that we felt guilt about, treatment of this kind of thing, or having it done to us as well? There's something here about the way we were intimate with our partner that I felt like we were holding back. Like we didn't want it a certain way, or we didn't whatever, and we ended up leaving because of it. But I don't think the partner had a clue why, truly. I think we just blew up and created chaos, and they didn't know. Now, again, there's some illusions here we don't want to deal with. We want to put everything away. Like here, it's kind of, yeah, not wanting to deal, they said. And then the moon is about things that, the illusions. Well, there's, in the beginning, they said there's no illusion. This partner was, everything that we needed to make up our mind was right on the table. But within the Pisces, not so much, because they're flipping around in their head and making things different. And then there was consequences for that. Now, give me a minute here. Or, again, this could jump to either side now that I've got that consequences. There's consequences. Now, if the Pisces made up their mind to leave a situation here, I feel it was in consequence to something on the table. But as the Pisces walks out the door, they're flipping their scenario into a different format, okay? And then it's not suddenly so clear cut. But something has to do with the guilt of sex in this relationship. There's something here. Either we were willingly doing with our partner and then afterwards thought, no, we don't want that. Or something changed in some kind of way. That's it for the cards. Okay, so for Pisces, I got a Power of Surrender card to help this week. And it is obsessive thinking. If you're obsessive about a person or situation, turn it over to Spirit. Doing so will help bring clarity and even solve the problem. Give me a moment here. They want me to go back over the masculine and feminine here. Yeah, individuation. So this is where the feminine was sitting, right? Dealing with the self because of all of this. I feel like somebody here is let go of a relationship or decided to make a choice and leave a relationship. We may have some here that are clinging to one that got busted up, but nonetheless, that's what I'm getting. And then the masculine here, yeah, again, was taking action to move in that way. So that means a masculine Pisces, not a partner. If you're a feminine Pisces, it doesn't mean your partner. It means Pisces masculine. They are taking action to move in a direction and do things that they need to do to deal with all of this energy. Now, the Magician was the, yeah, each masculine or feminine, they have the power to do what they need to do here. And he's got the wands that he's given to her. So for the female, the idea is to take action. The masculine's already doing so. They're taking action and moving. So we may have some Pisces still in a relationship where we got obsessive thoughts about guilty situations within a love direction here. I mean, intimacy direction. And we're not dealing with it well. So we need to make decisions in order to bring that about. Choices. Surrender your obsessive thinking to a higher power and see how that helps. There's consequences for actions here and some deviation in the bedroom that has created a scenario where we're busting. It's really what I'm getting. Okay, so that's Pisces. Next, Cancer. We'll see here. Interesting energies. First card we get for the Cancer, which is the feminine. So all female, not all female, but you could have males in feminine energy. Kuan Yin, she is all about love, harmony. I wanted to choke on that one. Just give me a minute. Love, harmony, compassion, and all that. Which is what they titled her with. She is supposed to be the queen of that. Now, on the masculine side, we have, wow, love. So this is pretty cool because it brings you into an energy where both masculine and feminine here are very much in the road to success in a love direction. So the chakra card between them, Princess of Cups, what do you know? This is really good because that shows that we're going to learn how to give it outward. We're going to start to tippy-toe our way, go to kindergarten and learn how to love one another. So this is good because the females are learning how to give out compassionately, and the males are learning how to really let the love fill them up and go outward in that way as well in the masks. This is good. Good start. Okay. Here we go, Cancer. Set the pace. First card, Two of Cups. That's what it is. That's about soulmates, companionship, deep longing for another. This is a good start. Next card. Wow, Nine of Swords. Now, Nine of Swords is about a mirror. If you see, there's a mirror there, and she's like, he's giving her some jewels, and she's accepting caringly and compassionately, and look at them both dealing with the subjects here. So he's giving to her and she's accepting gracefully and whatnot, and that's the mirror. So the mirror to me says that we may come across a soulmate here or a mirrored relationship that is going to show us what we need to see within ourselves. So the person that we have coming toward us or is already there is really going to show us what we need to work on, help us do this, and it should be free flowing. Now, next card. Ooh, Devil. Devil is chained. If you look at her shoe there, she's chained to something there. She can't move freely. Things are holding her back, okay? So this may be issues within yourself, within dealing with a partner, this kind of thing. So that is looming, but nonetheless, we got a lot of good energy on this side, really good energy. So where's the Devil sit? Well, let's clarify the Two of Cups, see what happens. Swiftness, Eight of Wands. So something might have come in here quite quickly in order to change our energy field, really, is what they're telling me. Whoa. So the Two of Cups, there it is. That's that great connection, you know, great interest coming forward between two people. Swiftness is Eight of Wands. Moving forward, that can be the arrows of love as well. But everything going so fast, so quick, can be quick communication, can be quick travel, things like this. So on the 9, again, talking about somebody that may mirror you in a relationship. So someone is highly, you resonate highly with, okay? We get the Queen of Swords. Okay, I see where this is going. Queen of Swords is about deliberate, logical behavior. We may be dealing with someone here that has a great warmth and whatnot to give forward. And the Queen of Swords is she's got a head on a platter there, or not on a platter, but in her hand. So she's very much on defense here to watch what she does and who, like, whatever. So we may have had someone come at us so quickly that it's kind of like, okay, whoa, hold the ground here. So the sense is that we're going to limitate, how do you say limitate? Keep up limitations here no matter as we go forward. Okay, on the 15 on the devil, what do we get to clarify? Oh, the moon. Okay. Secrets, things that are hidden. Okay. I feel like hidden from the Cancer, hidden from everybody, they said. Within the relationship, there's things that are hidden. So with the Queen of Swords, she's usually pretty good at not letting people pull wool here. So as long as she keeps putting up her front, you should be okay. But again, the moon is about secrets and things that are not revealed, but they do eventually get revealed. So there's hope there. Okay, let's go another line here. On top of the swiftness, the arrows of love here, we have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is about great, about family life, great riches, money. This guy's in a castle and, you know, dealing. He's actually here. They have like a family coming towards to, can you help us? Da da da, inviting people in, this kind of thing to help them. So there's something about loving, caring energy, and I want to say taking advantage of that, but that has a connotation here I don't know I want to put, but nonetheless, be wary of those that are needing help at this time. May see us as the 10 of Pentacles here as having a lot that we don't get taken advantage of. Okay, on top of the Queen of Swords, what do we get there? The 10, the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, there's someone that's coming forward to us, and this is highly fated. Okay, I feel like it's fated for us to learn how to receive. There may be someone here that has a giving energy. Okay, give and take here. Again, watch that we don't get taken advantage of, but it is fated for us to learn this lesson is what I'm getting. Now, on top of the moon, what do we get there? Yeah, 7. This is about illusions. It can be about many choices. It can be about many things going on all at once. I feel like it's all of these. I feel like it's things that may be hidden that we need to uncover. We may be in the beginning processes here that we, you know, there's a lot of questions we have, a lot of ways this could go, and a lot of curiosity that we have in this direction. Can be also about being up in our head a lot, like fantasizing. And this could be part of the devil energy, is we got to watch what we fantasize about, especially when it comes to this partner, because we got to make sure that we're on reality here. We don't get too far flung before, right? Because it can throw us. Okay, now keep going. On top of the 10 of Pentacles, again, I was getting a sense of neediness from the outside. We get the 8 of Cups. Not good because this is my dreamy love card. It's good because, you know, it keeps us in his head. It keeps us happy, but it's not in reality. So we may have someone here coming toward us, either asking for help or giving help outward to someone. And we may be fantasizing about things out of reality within that. Okay. On the wheel, we have the King of Swords. Now, this is interesting. Yeah, I think what's going on here. We have a Queen of Swords, right? She's usually been through shit. She don't let nobody pass without passwords, right? Fate is bringing in someone here to test us. The King of Wands usually is serve me, and I am not loyal to you. I do not need to be loyal to you. Da da da. This is a wife I found out last week. She has a weapon in her hand, ready to go after him, I'm presuming, the husband. And this is the mistress. So, and the thing is, too, the mistress, she's just barely got her hand on that sword of truth there. there is a sort of truth here. We may have someone in a third party position. We may be dreaming that we're the only one here, and we may even be physically intimate with this partner, but there is definitely somebody in the background. Now, the 7 of Cups, 6 of Wands, that's about going out and getting what you want. Ultimately, that is the deal. If this partner, or if this person, give me a moment here, I gotta check, because this is where the devil sits, right? The devil energy is pushing all forward, because there's illusions here. The illusion might just be I may not be married, I may be taken, I may not be taken, I may have a roommate of the same gender that I just happen to have been intimately involved, this kind of thing. And the 7 of Cups is about being confused as well. And if there's illusions and confusion on top of that, we got to watch our step. We may be, being bamboozled here. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is about going out and get what you want. Now, I feel like this is also the Cancer energy. I feel like it's again, this is a fated meeting, okay? We can have fated meetings that are, how you say, clandestine, right? So it's part of that. Now, what I'm picking up here is that the Cancer themselves are very much in a dreamy energy, not grounded. Okay. So we're going to get into the side here with the, what are the cards? Wisdom cards, yeah. 44, playful. So there's a playful energy that comes between, or is struck between the two of you. This makes things light and easy to go with. The Warrior. Now, that is the guy that is really good and true and wants to come forward out of this. So that's someone standing up for something in that way. Meaning, this guy is not deceitful. He's not trickery. He's not like that. But there's a playful mode here nonetheless. And we may have someone here that is diving into the lust area somewhat. Or both, they said. We may be overcome with lust in order to deal with this partner. I feel like this is a tester in some way. Now, is it a tester because this person might be connected? Is it a tester that we got instincts here? We're not coming forth to that person? Or what is it a tester for? Okay. Playful. On this playful energy, we get the Lovers. So that's about physical connection. I feel like it's a high possibility here to do this and get involved in this. That is the connection, no less. Okay. On top of the Warrior, we get the 4. Yeah. What's with the guilt all over the place? The Water. 4 is about guilt, resentment, and he is half in light and half in dark. So it's almost like there's someone here that's trying to go forward in a good way. I feel like either you or you'll know who that is. It may be someone here that has a partner they're not getting along with, and they want to go forward to a different partner. And even though they're good in their heart, they may be doing something wrong here by stringing another one on the other side, or something about strings here. Okay. And then there's going to be regret, because once we get in a physical partnership, that's going to energize one side or the other. And then we're going to have regret because now we got another partner to deal with. But there's lust here between the two parties, because I said, who's what side? And they're like, both. There's lust here that's being played out, and that's part of the fate. 11, yeah, this temptation we couldn't resist. Okay, so 11 is, this is his cousin or something, and they ended up he's so overwhelmed with passion with her, he couldn't resist. So that was Casanova. Couldn't resist, even though, so there was something here about love that comes in, and a lust that comes in as well, to overwhelm us to a degree that we may have regrets after getting into a position of intimacy. Okay, so on the Lover's card we have, there's the Tower. It's almost like we're being playful, and I'm getting it's all good because it's like fated, you know. The Tower is about shocking energy. Okay, so this could be in any direction. On the 4 is about regret. Again, about the way, we didn't want things to go the way they went, but they went there nonetheless. We have the 10 of Wands. That's about being burdened by something. It is the 10, so we're about to leave that burden behind or unload that in some kind of way. Is it, the person that's in a dead-end relationship trying to go out, but maybe they had an affair. This could very well have been an affair. Somebody in a partnership have an affair, and now we realize we got to make a decision here because there's a lot of passion here, a lot of lust. Okay. So 5 of Wands, yeah, but arguments nonetheless. So who are we arguing with? Are we arguing with the Cancer or the partner that is left out? Because there's a triangular situation here. Keep it going. Okay, infinity cards. Hopefully they wrap things up. Now on the Tower, what do we get? Introductions, yeah. Well, we may have an introduction that jumps right into bed because there's lust here. Now on the 10 of Wands is the power. Yeah, where are we going to put our power? Do we have the power to take this, right? One more step is the thing, because I feel like there's something we want to drop and there's something we want to go forward with. And with what I'm reading here, it's looking like we want to go forward with this thing, this new thing we found. The arguments ensue because we are in love now with someone else, or feeling lots of feelings here. Yeah. Might be in a worship kind of energy with someone, but there's more to deal with here than just that. It's not clean cut. These two people, one or the other, maybe, no, I'm not getting both. One or the other is single, one's otherwise attached. Unfortunately, they have to deal with their situation in order to. I feel like really this Tower energy is on the other side, but nonetheless, there's going to be arguments created somehow, and they're going to power forward to a new direction that I feel the Cancer's sitting in. But now the surrender card is surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths, exhale the tension you've built up in your body, and let the stress go as you come back to your center. We may be feeling stressed at this time, so we need to deal with that first. There's a relationship here that's kind of really got a lot of passion moving forward here. I mean, look at Kuan Yin there. She's dealing with her compassion, the feminine side. She's dealing with going outward compassionately. The males, again, male Cancer, not your partner, is also dealing with loving feelings and how to go forward. Princess of Cups, teaching these two Cancers, male or female, how to show love outward. So if we got a mirror, there's someone on the other side of us, no matter if it's a Cancer or not, trying to express feelings of love forward, and we're going to deal with that as we go. We might have some attachments we have to deal with along the way. Okay, so that's the Cancer for this week. That was interesting. Okay, Scorpio, here we go. First card, feminine. Where are they at? Pleasure. Again, this is the feminine Scorpio. They are thinking about pleasure, what it is that very clear-cut energy. I'm going to gain me what I want, and that's it. And that's good, because that's what the universe wants you to go after. Next card, the masculine. So again, not your partner, but a Scorpio masculine. Altruism. He's thinking about how to be the best person he can be and go outward and help others in the same way. So it's very interesting because the feminine is thinking selfishly, hopefully in a good way here. We'll find out. And then the masculine is thinking, how do I help others? How do I be the best of me and go outwards to help others? So the feminine's really taking it inside and just going to absorb everything that gives pleasure in that kind of way. Now, the chakra card is the 2 coins. How do we balance those two energies out, right? Because it's like, how do we get what we want, but also be altruistic in the meantime, so that we're not in like devilish energy, right? So that's very interesting. The two coins is about keeping things in balance between the masculine and feminine. That's interesting. Okay. So as we move into first card, Scorpio, 8, strength. Somebody is trying to be moved here. So whether you're masculine or feminine, you may be trying to push someone off their PowerPoint, or someone may be doing this to you. Okay. Next card, the 8 of coins. This is good because this is about happy, exciting people that make us belly laugh for days, this kind of thing. There's some kind of happy emotional things going on here. We may be really light and airy things and trying to pull someone off being stubborn. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting. We're happy and light and joyful with things, and there's others around us that aren't, is what I'm getting. 12 is the hangman and the need to look at things. Okay. Give me moments here. We may be in an immature stage as well. This can carry immaturity, not usually. It's usually good, wholehearted fun. But I feel like this is throwing everything out here. 12 is about needing to look at things differently. We may be taking life a little too lightly and, not seriously enough. Okay. So if that's the case, we're taking things lightly, trying to pull other people. We really need to look at things a little more, serious, which is not usually what they throw, but nonetheless, we'll go on that strength and see what's there. Princess Swords. Yeah. So that's like the Page of Swords. He's curious. He likes to get into things and look around and see what's here, what's there. He's inquisitive. And he likes to communicate. Now, I keep going. Okay. So on this energy here of the light, being light-hearted and enjoying life, like I don't see nothing wrong with that. Next card, the Emperor. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm getting an immature. Like we're trying to laugh at people that maybe we shouldn't be laughing at, like an immaturity within that, because this is really a good card, but I'm getting weird vibes. The Emperor is kind of the sun is shining behind his back. He has lived his life. He is how do you say, he's lived during the sunshine, and he's learned a lot within his life, and he's able to make decisions in a grand way where he knows what he's talking about. Sense here I get is we don't care what anybody's talking about. So somewhere here there's an authority figure. That's what I'm getting. This could be a father figure as well that's trying to squelch our fun. Okay, this is what I'm getting. So we're curious about some things here. Okay, keep it moving. Okay, 12. The hangman, needing to look at things from a different perspective. Again, we might have to mature a little bit. We might have some things here going on that scratching the surface is what they said. Dominion, 2 of Wands. Yeah. Picking a lane here, making a decision. Yeah, I feel like we're, whether it's at work, I'm kind of almost getting a work scenario. I don't know if it's just because it's clear to express, but if it's like at work, we're just pissing around at work and we're not getting shit done. And the boss is going like, okay, we got to get things done here. Like we really got to do some productive work here. So this could be in the same vein as in a relationship. I'm not getting that though. I'm getting someone here taking things really light. And they're trying to get the other person to take things light, which in certain circumstances can be okay. But I feel like the Prince of Swords here, it's just like we got no direction. We don't know what we're doing. We're kind of immature energy. And this is, it's all fun and everything, but there's somebody here that doesn't agree. They're putting their foot down in order to tighten up things here. Like, okay, let's get serious. We have to make a decision. and there's a decision not wanting to be made is what I feel. I feel like this energy here is a Scorpio not wanting to make the decision, but somebody's trying to pull, the Emperor's trying to pull them. You got to make a decision here and get moving, right? Okay, so this is what I'm getting. On top of the page, we get the Eight of Cups. So this is about leaving. We put a lot of work and effort into something here. We may not be taking things very seriously to the degree, like we're curious about all these things, but not taking anything serious. So we just keep moving on. Next, on top of the Emperor, we get the Knight of Cups. Well, the Knight of Cups is about love offers, right? We are in love and romance here. We're just not taking anything seriously is what I'm getting. This relationship, we may not have had any direction for it, and we may have had to leave it. I feel like the Scorpio is the one being flippant and very, what do you call that? Like, you're just, okay, next. Like they have no, not taking things seriously here is really what I'm getting. Someone's trying to make us take things seriously. No, we're not. We're curious. Okay, you don't want to, okay, next, right? This is the mantra. Now, somebody here, again, is trying to take a stand. I do not feel it's a Scorpio. I feel like the Scorpio is going, that's okay, I got lots of love. I'll go over here now. But there's a need to look at the way we're offering our love outward because there's something wrong here. So on top of the Dominion, we get Queen of Pentacles. Okay, that's what it is. Queen of Pentacles, she's very grounded, stable, sturdy. This is the opposite of what's going on with the Scorpio here. I wouldn't even give them the Knight, but the Knight is like, yeah, they're offering it outward, right? They're going outward and offering, but we're not very stable. We're not sturdy in our emotions, even very flippant. This one don't want, there's no direction. There's not a lot here that's being laid in, anchored in, this kind of thing. The Queen of Pentacles, she has a lot of stability. She has a lot of great, wonderful things around her that she's worked long and hard for. Her home is lush. Her living room is plush. It's all things that she's worked hard for, and family around her is very rooted and grounded. So I feel like these are all the things that the Scorpio is striving for, but they don't know they're not getting. I feel like this is the decision to look at, we need to look at things different. How's that? Well, flip them upside down and see if that works. Dominion, a choice. Do we want things the way that we've had them, or do we want things grounded, stable, and sturdy? I feel like this is kind of what the universe kind of throwing. Now, as we go further on the Eight of Cups, it means leaving. We put a lot of time and effort into something, but we're leaving, and it doesn't seem to bother us really at all in the emotional center. Just keep moving. We're curious where the next love's going to take us. Okay, so what do we get on there? We get the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about turning things on for a partner. So we may have had a scenario like this, or we may be looking to go in a way that we can do this, turn things on for a new partner. On the Knight of Cups here, we get the Two of Cups. Just let me go back. Yeah, the Emperor. So there's an energy here. I don't know if it's an internal energy, if I'm picking up on the Scorpio internalizing and going, yeah, we can take it light or we can take it heavy, but I'm going to take it light because I'm out of here and I'm moving down the road. On top of that, right, we got the Knight of Cups, and that's about how we offer our love outward. I feel like that's a separate energy trying to get something out of the pipe or out of the Scorpio that they can't get. And this is the love. We may have actually been to the second stage here where we were very much in a deeply exchanging emotions with a partner on an intimate level. Like this is stage one, this is stage two, this kind of thing. And then what happens when we get to the grounded Nine of Swords? Yeah, and that's the black cat is there looming, right? It's like something's off here. It's kind of like bad luck, but it's not luck. We may have sexual issues within the bedroom here that we come across, or somebody else come across, this kind of thing. Something highlighted here, but we're not They're not telling me exactly, so I'm going to move a little further. On top of the Queen of Wands, which is really enjoying kind of showing off to another partner, we get beauty. Okay, so we may be a little bit in the mode of wanting to show off our beauty for a partner. Or maybe there was a partner that didn't appreciate our beauty and this is what we wanted. You know, this was the discrepancy. So now we're going to go forward in order to show that off, this kind of thing. Or maybe they did enjoy our beauty, but, you know, just taking it lightly. Two of Cups. On the Two of Cups, again, that's a deeply emotional connection that's evolving in the bedroom here. We get rigid, yeah. Okay, and there it ends, right? We get deeply emotional, and that's it, cut off. That's what I'm getting. So we may have had a partner here that was deeply emotional, and we just don't want to take it any further than that. That may be the Scorpio where, how do you say? Yeah, cold feet or whatever. We either realize our beauty or we want to get acknowledged for our beauty, or we're showing this off to a partner in some kind of way. And there's some kind of a stand here when it comes to emotional in the bedroom, like emotional connections in the bedroom and whatnot. That's where the rigid starts. Okay, so as we move, and the Nine of Swords here, again, black crow. It's like the darkness. There's some kind of darkness that hits here. Again, this could be issues from you or your partner or both dealing with. So the Nine of Swords is really like there's some truths here we need to look at. Neither one is looking here. So what do we get there? We get the fledgling. Yeah. So this is energy. Her heart center is just starting to burn up. She is the first card in the deck. So she is the first step of wisdom that we're trying to get through here. So it's like the Scorpio, like look at all the fire, right? It's trying to fire up in a way, but we may be leaving partners before we actually make any progress. We may be leaving partners because, you know, they're getting too emotionally involved, too serious, too whatever. So then we leave because we don't want to take things serious. We don't want to take things light. We don't want to have no direction whatsoever. This is, and they're going, well, we need to have some kind of direction. We need to know where we need to go, because otherwise we're not going to have anything of stability. This kind of thing. So beauty, rigid, the fledgling. Give me a minute. Yeah, they're starting to get fired up, but there's something in the middle here. Okay, see if we can illuminate. On top of the beauty, again, I feel like some of these Scorpios are going to be using their looks to entertain, to bring in, to flaunt, or maybe they know this about themselves and they're doing that outward. But once they get them in, then they don't want anything too serious. On top of that, I get the High Priestess. She is about things that we hold back, right? In the bedroom as well. So we're not opening up at all. The feeling I get is we don't even want to get on an emotional level. Everything's light and flirty because we had, what was that card? Where was it? That light, playful card. But we're just not in a mode where we want to go any further than that. On the rigid card, we have the 13 of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, she's the adventurer, right? She likes to go out and create adventures and whatnot. But again, in and out, we may not be so solid here. All wearing masks, by the way, but I think most of these decks are. Well, this one isn't. The fledgling, right? Just learning. They're just starting on the path. There's the Death card, the end. Again, masking. We're masking our true feelings behind either sexual behavior or, you know, how we lure in the masculines or feminines, whatever. We're luring in a partner, and then that's it. Then it's no fun no more. We don't want to go any further. We don't have any tools, for one. We're not dipping into our heart center, so we don't need anything past there. And then you know, it's all in the adventure, kind of like a player card, but on the feminine side is what I'm feeling. And the Death is really the end of a cycle here within an intimate relationship. So, yeah, really what they're stating to me here is that we got to really work. Sorry, or I'm going to have to go back further here. Got to work a little harder to gain some stability here because we're just a little too light with everything. We're just not going to get anything of worth come at us. If that's okay, then away you go. But make sure you inform that partner so we're not creating bad karma here. So on the High Priestess, first card you get there is the Ace of Wands. That is about passions. Yeah, that's what we're really indulging here. We want to be passionate, exhibit passion, and take it in, right? So on 13, there she is, the Page of Wands, looking at the wand itself, right? It's all there. We're just looking for the intimacies, and that's it. Look at the Death card come again. This is a cycle that wants to end, really, is this adventure side, this what do you call it on the woman's side? It's a man, well, a player energy, really, is what I'm getting here from Scorpio. It's time to transmute this, is change it into something better, something more deep, more lasting, more profound. This is what the universe wants you to do, because we are really realizing that it is not suiting us, this player energy, to keep going. It's just not, it's not, we can bring them in, conquer them, and then what? Then you move on to the next one. But there's no deep lasting feelings. Okay, on top of the Death card over there, we get the Four Cauldron. Yeah, that's about, not being happy with what's there. Discontentment, right, with the way that we're working. And I feel like it's kind of the old way of turning on a lover, bringing it, pulling him in, and then it's like, we got him on the shore, now what? Okay, next. It's like guy just fishing, he's pulling him off on the ice, and then he just leaves him there. There's no, you go through the motions, and you use up all the, you use up all that's there, not just hooking them and bringing them in, kind of thing. Player energy is really what I'm getting. Okay, infinity cards, these can be quite raw. On the Ace of Wands, we get, lust. There it is, right there, boys. Hot love. That's what we yearn and long for. Just not much intimacy, as you say, like closeness. No, but we need the hot lust part, because that's what we're after. And that's what's really at this point needing to transform. So on the Death energy, we have a soulmates. Well, that would start that process. We may have a soulmate coming in, or we may have had to deal with one in order to deal with this energy of lust and love. And we may have been a player. We may either we are a player energy, and we're going outward in this way, the energy that I'm picking up. Again, not all of y'all are players. But a soulmate was put down in order to make you feel more deeply, more. And we are treating it as if it was just one of the bunch. And this is there in order to change and transmute that energy into something, but we're just not giving. We're not giving of our heart. We're not giving of anything more that is needed at this time, because we are still long. Again, that's an energy that needs to be changed. So on the discontentment we get is a female. So that's interesting, because that talks about the single female. There may be discontentment if you are a Scorpio and single. There may be discontentment with who you are as a person. You may be discontent who you are within the relationship or whatever. And again, if you're going to feel it within yourself, you're going to feel it outside of that. So that is the, wow. Yeah, that's something here. Okay, give me a minute. Yeah. It's like there's something here happens to the Scorpio when they become part of a unit that they can't deal with. Something there. They're okay with the lust and all of that sexual side of it. They're okay with that. But the deeper thing of soulmate and long-term commitments, they don't like that. They like to be on their own. They like to be a single person, and they like to go out and be free. They don't like to be chained down in a relationship. So this is, they wanted me to say, okay, so what is your surrender card? It says surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So again, there's a path here that we're going on in order to kind of realize who we are intimately as, and that's transmuting or wanting to anyway, process wanting to happen there in order to get us into a new way or deeper, more long-lasting relationships. So hold on here. I got to take some cards off the back so I can review and put that one in. Okay. So surrender to your soul's path is what you need to surrender. Like surrender to the path that's being laid out for you. Don't buck it. And I feel like the path is this person wants to stay single all their life. And they're like, well, we have a soul partner here that is meant to karmically come in there and help things out. And we're resisting that in order to stay single. Okay. So this is here to help you to add depth to your life. Again, resistance. So on the female side, we have pleasure. Yeah, that's all we're worried about is the pleasure principle here. We'll gain pleasure, but if the pleasure stops, then I'm out, and that's it. So they're going, there's more to life than just physical pleasure. The 2 of coins is about balancing that out in some way or another. We have to balance things out here. And then for the masculine, the altruism. Again, I feel like the masculines are quite different than the feminines here. I get a sense the feminines here are very much in player mode. The masculines are twisting more to get more grounded with, you know, a more long-term commitment and whatnot. And how to be the best person that they can be in a relationship going forward. So I feel that energy is quite high in them, but I feel like the feminines here are really on a road to ruin through self, how you say, what's the word? When they sabotage. Yeah, thank you. They're going to have to balance that out in order to come to an agreement here. And part of that is surrendering to your soul's path. Your soul's path is mapped out that we need, you know, we got to start settling down here. And in order to do that, we need to gain more insight and more depth into relationships, and that will help you. Again, it's are weekly ones, but they sound like monthly. So that is the water well. These are pretty intense stuff. Again, they pick the cards. I just shuffle them and put them. So I will be back shortly. I'm going to do all the timestamps and everything. And then maybe have a bite to eat. And then I'll come back later to do the air. Air signs was second. Water had 66 votes. Air had 39. Fire 36. And earth 32. So it'll be water, air, fire, and earth this week. So I will see you in an hour or two. Take care, have fun, and be kind.